Hi everyone, I hope everybody's okay. I'm going to try to start a weekly series. I'm calling it Monday Night Rant. I'm going to do it every Monday. Hopefully, I can make sure that I be consistent with this. So if I'm not, please bear with me. Now, this particular topic is not a diss and it's not too much of a rant, but it is a teachable moment. And the reason I say this is because I didn't hear this a few times from social media, other DJs that I spoke to, other people who's in the underground dance movement community, and it's getting old. And also, since my platform is to give tools, tips, and nuances for new and upcoming DJs. I want to be certain that I give them the proper information and not what they're hearing from either their peers or other DJs or whatever the case may be. Now, I did made a script and it's came from out of my mind, and the reason why I'm looking going to be looking through this back and forth because I don't want to lose my train of thought. I want to make sure that I definitely bring this home. Okay, so my thing is, if you love DJing, if you love and embrace the music that we play, if you're a new and upcoming DJ, this is definitely going to be for you. And what I'm trying to get here is to give you, like I said, the proper information of what's going on. Okay, what we're going to discuss today is about vinyl and should new DJs start playing vinyl from the start, from the jump. Now, I'm going to definitely give you my opinion about this. Now, I'm going to repeat this. This is my opinion. This is not etched in stone. This is my opinion based on my experience as a DJ. Is based on how I was taught and how I'm continuing my learning journey as a DJ. And I want to definitely give fellow DJs, especially those who's trying to learn, who's want to start, who has started, or who's you know getting up in the ranks as far as either starting to play gigs more or starting to play, their channels is starting to grow. I want to make sure that, and even if you could share this with other DJs who either wants to start or trying to start, because what I want to try to put to bed is this debate between should a new DJ learn from vinyl or should that new DJ learn from digital. So we're going to talk about it. So let's go. My name is Hassan Speaks. I have been a DJ since 2017. Now, what I'm going to tell you is how I view myself as a DJ. I am an upcoming DJ. I view myself as an upcoming DJ. And the reason I can say that is because even though I DJ as a hobby, I have been paid on the gigs that I have performed. But for the most part, if you want to see me, you will find me on live stream either on my monthly Twitch channel that I do my monthly show, or when I get involved with the various raid trains that I'm involved in. Now, for all intents and purposes, I learned how to DJ using digital only. I started out using a controller with a DJ software, and I've been doing that ever since. And even though that's how I was taught, that's how I learned, and that's the equipment and software that I use to play today, I still am capable of playing the major DJ equipment if I have an opportunity to play out in gigs. And I have proved that. I played South by Southwest using a Pioneer DJ system. I played various places in Toronto using a DJ system. And my recent gig was on February the 18th, and I used another Pioneer DJ gear, which was the Pioneer DDJ XZ. So that should give you an idea of even though I learned using a controller, the DJ system, it has not hindered or deviate or prevent me from for performing with the major club standard DJ system that's out there. I know how to use it. I know what to do with it. I know how to load up the USBs from my library to my USBs. I know how to plug it in to where the USBs need to be plugged in. I know how to search for my library, search for my tracks. You know, I know how to do my fundamentals, my beat matching, my blending, dropping it on the wall, transitions, all that. Nothing has changed. Nothing is, there's no differential for me. It's just that because I decided to learn how to play, have been learning how to play with a controller, I continue to do so. Now, I will let you know right off the bat, I have no intentions of ever learning through vinyl. That means I have no intentions of purchasing any records. I have no intentions of buying two turntables and a mixer. It doesn't, it just not for me. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a plethora of DJs out there that still use vinyl, and I'm glad that they do because they play good music. It's a nostalgia thing for me to see them play, and all that. But for me personally, I just don't have the use for it. But what I want to tell you, if you're a new and upcoming DJ, I think, no, I think that the best route to go is to learn from a controller, excuse me. And I'm going to get down to some of the reasons why. One of the reasons why I will tell you you should learn from using a controller is because the cost, you know, and I'm going to show you later the comparisons between purchasing, if you want to play vinyl, the different equipment you're going to need versus, playing digitally. Now, also, I'm going to play a audio. I'm not going to play the video because I know how YouTube can get when you're trying to play videos and stuff like that. Now, it is fair use, number one, because I asked the gentleman who happens to be a DJ who lives in Europe, who has been a DJ for many years. He's played all over, in his country and other places, but he mostly plays now on his Twitch channel, which brings 200 plus viewers every time he's on. So, and I want you to listen to what he says and how he thinks about learning how to DJ for the first time, using vinyl. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sh- show you the price comparison from learning a turntable versus learning a controller. So we're going to get to it in a moment. Okay, for those young DJs, new DJs, up and coming DJs, or DJs who thinking of starting and don't know what route to go to, I'm going to break this down to you. The comparison between purchasing, you know, vinyl purchasing, becoming a vinyl DJ versus learning how to do it digitally. First, we're gonna go to the vinyl, and I did broke it down thanks to my research. Okay, vinyl DJing. Okay, turntables. A pair of decent quality direct drive turntables can range from 300 to 1,000 each or more, depending on the brand and features. And as y'all know, you know, you know, the the economy is kind of crazy. Inflation is up, and you know that the cost of DJ equipment as a whole has skyrocketed. So remember, when you're trying to be a vinyl DJ, you can't just have one turntable. You must have two. Okay, mixer. A basic DJ mixer suitable for vinyl DJing can cost anywhere between $100 to $500 or more. Now, I just mentioned that two turntables is going to run you between 300 to 1,000. Now, these all estimates. So remember, it depends on the brand that you're getting. And the mixer is going to cost you between $100 and $500. Again, it depends on the brand that you're getting. If you get a high end mixer, it will cost you more. So just know that particular aspect. Okay, vinyl records. Check this out. The cost of vinyl records varies widely depending on the genre, rarity, and condition. New releases typically range from $10 to $30 per record. One, while used records can be found for less, but rare or collectible items can be significantly more expensive. And the reason with that is those particular rare finds, they don't make them anymore. So if you happen to go record shopping and you happen to come up with a gem, it's probably going to cost you more than $30. Now, mind you, when you are a vinyl DJ, depending on what kind of set or how many hours you're gonna play, it's going to determine how many records you're gonna need. Now, back in the day, I happen to be 59. I've been in the underground music scene since the mid '80s, and I knew DJs at back then. But and those DJs had to play the entire night at a club event. So it wasn't like you had two, three, four DJs as a lineup. You had one DJ, he had a residency, and that he or she played that entire night. So imagine the amount of records that will be needed for an entire night. Now I have assisted DJs because there was people that I know, assisted them and carry their crates. And some DJs carry at least 8, 10, 15, maybe 20, depending on what kind of venue, what kind of event, and how long it's going to be. Okay. Now remember, back in the days, you can easily be playing at a venue from 10 in the evening to about 4 or 5 in the morning. And I live in Chicago. So at those times, clubs didn't close to about 4 or 5 in the morning for the most part. Now, of course, today, certain clubs are closing at 2 or 3 a.m. But back in those days, you can go to a club and stay till like 4 or 5 a.m. And that's not including after clubs that can last as far as 12 noon. I mean, it was one in particular called Medusa here in Chicago, one of the most famous after clubs that was here. And you can, even though the club that you went to closes at 5 a.m., you go to Medusa's, they're not gonna close till probably 8, 9, maybe 10 in the morning. So you are partying all night, way up to the wee hours in the morning. Now just imagine, say a DJ will have to play at a scheduled venue and then turn around will have to play at Medusa. Now, remember, these at that time there was no digital; it was only vinyl DJs. So you can imagine how many crates that particular DJ will need for his whole entire slot schedule. Okay, now today, as things just go up, I personally don't see a purpose of a new DJ spending that amount of money for two turntables, a mixer, and vinyl records. Okay, now, so we already explained the the vinyl DJing part and the cost. Now we're gonna get to the digital DJing. I'm sorry, the digital DJing, which is what I am. Okay, digital DJing. Okay, controller. A basic DJ controller can range from $100 to $500 or more, depending on the feature or brand. Now, when I started DJing, I played with the Pioneer We Go Forward. At that time, that controller run by 250. Then I upgraded to the DDJ 400. That ran that also was 250. And I also was using then virtual DJ software, which I had to pay a monthly subscription. But when I switched to the DDJ 400, I ended up learning how to play record box, which cost me nothing. Okay. But I do, even though I have upgraded to this particular bad boy here, which is the DDJ 800. This particular controller, when I purchased it, and I purchased it at Amazon, it cost me $777. I caught it on a sale. Now at that time, they was there was running, I think about $800. So when I saw this on Amazon for nearly $100 less, of course I jumped on it. But remember, this is just one. Okay, let me get back to here. I'm sorry. Okay, remember, this is just one unit. Two jogs, all one unit, plus the DJ software, which I'm going to get to that later, versus purchasing two turntables and a mixer separately. Remember, separately. And the turntables that's out now, especially the new Pioneer turntables, I think they're running by, I'm gonna say about 1,500 to close to $2,000. So imagine you're gonna pay $4,000 if you want to get that high end. But even if you get an old Techniques turntable, it's still gonna run you about a good 1,000, maybe 1,200. So you're still gonna pay about $3,000 for two turntables, and you're gonna pay at least another five, maybe 600 for a mixer, versus what this one controller cost me, which was only $777. Now, Pioneer still have these available, and I think, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think the cost of these are 800. So, so I just want to let y'all know about that. Now, let's continue. Okay, DJ software. Many DJ software options are available, which prices are ranging from free with limited features to around $100 to $300 for professional grade software. Now, since I have two record box DJ software, one that's installed on my laptop and one that's installed on my desktop, which I use mostly. Now, since this controller was compatible and I think license compatible, I was able to use Recordbox once I, you know, username, password, and upload it in, use it for free. Now, the reason why I bought an extra Recordbox software, because I use my controller as backup when I travel. So it behooves me to have another Recordbox software installed on a separate PC, but in my case, my laptop. Now I only pay $10 a month for that prescription, because I got the basics, the performance mode and stuff like that, and I can upload all my library to my USB. So I didn't get anything the professional or none of that. I got the basics. Now, what I just told you still costs much less than getting two turntables, a mixer, and records. If you trying to be a new DJ and in vinyl. Okay, now I'm gonna continue. Digital music. The cost of digital music depends on how you acquire it. Purchasing individual tracks or albums can range from 99 cents to $2.99 per song. Or you can subscribe to a streaming service for a monthly fee, typical around $10 to $15. Now, I use both. I purchase my digital tracks from Track Source, sometimes Bandcamp and Beatport. But I also pay a monthly subscription for Beatport. And the reason why I did that so I can have more music in my repertoire. So I can have more music in my library, because there's certain genres where if I don't really want to, you know, set the time to search for it on track source and purchase and stuff like that, I can automatically load it up to my record box software from Beatport, and I'm ready to play. Especially when I play live stream, I always use Beatport for that particular aspect. Now, remember what I said the cost of vinyl records. Vinyl records was between $10 to $30. Now remember, this is estimate. And it also depends on the kind of records you're getting. Because if you're getting collectibles or rare records that's probably not out anymore, it will cost you more. Versus only 99 99 to 2.29, 99 cents to $2.99 per track. Now, if you want to do the math, since okay, let's say for instance, if I do vinyl, I would have to at least pay $30 for one vinyl, which means if I'm doing like an hour set, I need at least about maybe 20, maybe 25 records. I'm just saying it out of the top of my head. Versus that same $30 can get me 30, 35, 40, 45 tracks. And especially if I purchase it from Track Source, because they always have a discount sale where the more tracks you purchase, the more percentage of a discount they knock off on the price. And it works because I've been doing tracks. I've been purchasing with Track Source since I started DJing. I think Beatport I came much later. I just recently restart my subscription to Beatport because I feel like since I live stream more, I figured that is more necessary and it's an extra tool for me to have. But what I'm trying to tell my young new DJs out there, vinyl is going to cost you more money. And with today's economy, if you're a new DJ, even if you're doing this as a hobby, why make it an expensive one? Why break your wallet for equipment that what happens if you don't learn it properly, or what happens if you get discouraged because it's costing you too much to purchase records? Then you just spend money, you just wasted money versus getting a controller. And you can get, as a matter of fact, Pioneer has the FLX4 that replaced the DDJ 400. That controller is $299, still cheaper. And all you have to do is purchase music from, like I said, I just Bandcamp or Track Source. Or if you don't want to do that, you can just get a monthly subscription to Beatport. And the one I just get the middle one so I can able to roll the tracks through record box, that's only $19 a month. That's it. That's it. So you have a whole library of music and it didn't break your bank. Okay. Now, here's the total cost. Okay. DJ controller, like I said, between $100 to $500, depending on if you want to get out. But for starters, let's just say you're starting, and this is what you want to go by. So you get a DJ controller between $100 and $500. You get DJ software free, free to $300. I haven't heard, but yeah, some people will spend $300 because they'll just get the lifetime, and then that'll be it. Digital music, 99 cents to $2.99 per song. That means per track. Or you can subscribe to a streaming service. And the reason why I mentioned Beatport because I'm an underground DJ. But you got Tidal, you have Amazon Music now. You also have Beat Source. You also have, let me see, there is one more. There's one more. There's one. Oh, SoundCloud also have a streaming music service that you can use. So you have a variety of streamers, and there's others that's out there that you can use. So if you don't want to spend money each time getting tracks, you can just find a streaming service that fits you. Pay that monthly subscription, and then you have your library of music, right, right available, right to your fingertips. So now I'm just gonna add this as caveat: the accessories, both vinyl and digital setups, may require additional accessories such as your headphones, your slip mats, your needle cartridges. They can be expensive. Um, and your cables. Now, when you're doing digital, the only pretty much real accessory that you need, and I can tell you because I can tell you what my accessories that I use. Okay, since I do live stream, I do have two cams, I have two speakers, I have my headphones, I have my laptop that I use for streaming. I have my desktop that I use for my record box. I do have another desktop that I use for recording all my live streams. Now, this is months and months and years of slowly but surely adding on to my whole live streaming DJ equipment. I don't expect anyone who's starting out to do that. Now, if you're going to live stream, I do suggest that you do at least get a laptop, and you can get you like a pad, or you can use your phone for your live stream, and then also find a place where you can use to do your recordings and things like that. Make sure you have at least about two cams, or at least another cams, because you can use your cam for your laptop. Because I'm using the cam for my laptop as I speak to you now, so you can use that. And mic, definitely need a mic. Can't forget that, especially when you live stream. You definitely want to engage in your viewers and your audience, so you definitely need a microphone for that. But all that still costs much less than if you're getting two turntables and a mixer. And like I said, you're starting out as a DJ. Why pay more when you don't have to? And as you progress as a DJ, if you want to learn vinyl, then I'm sure you know DJs who have turntables and a mixer, and if you ask them, I'm sure they'd be more than welcome to teach you how to play vinyl. But as you're starting out, don't do it. Just don't do it, because it's gonna cost you more. And if you don't learn it at the pace you want to learn, you may get discouraged, and then you just waste the money. And then you have to probably sell your equipment off, and then you probably just gave up. You probably just give up and learning how to DJ. And I'm gonna tell you also about controllers. They're fun to play on. They are so fun to play on. You know, a lot of you get more bang for your buck. A lot of effects, a lot of nuances that you can do. Like the pads here. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can work with, manipulate, and just slowly, as you slowly progress into learning, you'll learn the new tricks. You learn new tricks on it, learn how to mix it the way you want to mix it. I mean, it's just a lot. It's to me, it's one of the best tools for a DJ. And if you're a new DJ, it is to me the best tool to have if you're a new DJ. Because A, it's cost effective. B, it's user friendly. C, you really don't have to spend that much money on the software. D, you don't have to spend that much money on the tracks. Like I said, you can purchase your tracks for less money, or to build your library, or you can subscribe to a streaming service. And and there you go. And still, and if you're as you learn and progress, you can still, if because there's DJs out there that probably have the the major equipment. You can go to them, and they can show you how to use it. Because that happened to me too. I learned how to use the main equipment through DJs who produce, who has the main equipment, and they show me how to use it. So I got accustomed to that as well. So don't limit yourself, but then again, don't hurt yourself when you're trying to learn how to DJ. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready to play this audio from this DJ who allowed me to use the audio. I'm not going to use the video, but I am going to play the audio. So I'll be there. Since I am an upcoming DJ, I feel you should hear what I'm explaining to you here. I feel that you should hear from a more seasoned DJ than myself. Okay. I found this DJ's post on his Instagram. I do follow him on Instagram, and certain things that he said has been profound and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, there's another subject matter I'm gonna discuss that he mentioned. That'll be at another time. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to play his video, and I mean play the audio version of his video. So I hope you guys be able to hear it. I know I did test it on my headphones to make sure that I'm able to listen to it. I His name is Janice Learning. I hope I'm pronouncing that, sir. If I'm not, I do apologize. Like I said, he's a DJ, and he also streams live on Twitch. He has played out before, but now he focused on his Twitch channel, and it does have a lot of views because he's open format, so he plays a lot of different genres, and what he said, it's inspired me to do this particular segment, because I think it needs to be heard. It needs to be heard. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and play his video.
You need to learn to play vinyl, of course, before you start being a DJ at the clubs or the festivals. I hear that sometimes, and I disagree 1000%. You don't need to learn to play vinyl first. It's cool to understand it and how it worked back in the days, but you're not going to use any of those skills that you learn on the vinyl that you can't learn on this right now. And I know 20% of you disagree because I just asked you guys earlier today on Instagram. But that's the way I feel. And that's fair, you guys have another opinion. And you're often, it's like, it's because you need to learn how to use your ears and stuff. You can learn to save your problems. You can learn to take the tempo up and down exactly like you could on the vinyl. You can learn all that. Just because you can see a lot doesn't mean you can't hear a lot. So this is not a bash against the DJs who use vinyl nowadays. Super, super cool. And the people sticking to that is nice. But telling a new DJ that is the way to learn it is for me totally obsolete and not the way to do it. Because, for example, me starting in '97, I was even starting on both playing vinyl and CDs. Then came the 2000s with the USB stick in 2009, and everything changed again. It's been so long since, like, the majority of DJs handle vinyl. Why would you like learn that? But you're entitled to your opinion, of course, and I know some of you disagree, and that's totally fine. You don't have to agree on anything. That's the cool part about DJing. You can do it in so many ways.
I hope you was able to listen to what he said. And I had to agree with him, especially from a person who only learned digital. And I have, before I learned how to DJ, I've been to clubs, I've been to venues, I've been to events. And I can count on my fingers how many events that I went to that a DJ just played vinyl. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, you know, I will always play tribute for the DJs who played vinyl back, before, and the ones who continue to play now. Because, like I said, there are some great DJs out there that only use vinyl, and that's fine. But my issue is when you telling new DJs that they have to learn vinyl in order to be a DJ, you are misinforming them, and you also setting them up for failure. Because when these new DJs, because remember, some of these new DJs are just doing this for a hobby. They're not trying to play out in festivals or big gigs or even, in their neighborhood bar. They're probably just going want to go live on Twitch. Just want to grow, start a channel and grow, because maybe their schedule, maybe some of them has families, or maybe, their job doesn't enable them to try to do it often, so they want to play when they can. So why are you going to tell them to spend more money than they should, knowing that DJ equipment as a whole has gotten more expensive? And the reason why I can say that, because I wanted to upgrade this to the DDJ 1000, and that bad boy is still $1,200, and I'm waiting for that particular controller to drop down in price. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But that's neither here or there. My point is, what he said was, it's a matter of your opinion. It's a matter of how you feel. But like he said, and what I'm saying to you now, it's not necessary, especially today, where mostly every club, every venue, every event, every festival that's out there, you're only going to play digital. I mean, there's only a few out there that, yeah, you'll play vinyl, but most of those vinyl DJs has already established, they already have their collection. And so if there's a vinyl set that they want to be involved with, they can easily be involved with. But like I said, if you're a new DJ who's just starting, why hurt yourself spending that kind of money? I don't. It's not necessary. It shouldn't make a difference. You know, and it's just gonna cost. For like I said, for the turntables alone is gonna cost you a lot of money. I mean, and turntables can, like I said, 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 grand for two turntables. A mixer, yeah, you can get a nice, you know, level, entry level mixer. That's still gonna cost you like $500-600. So you still spending like close to, you know, 4,500, and then you got to buy the records, and most records run between $10 and $30 a record one. That's how much it costs for one, and that's not including if you find, if you want some rare records or some collectibles that probably not too many people have them anymore, which you're gonna have to find them. Those babies, you probably have to go to a specialty record store that's probably overseas somewhere, where you're gonna have to get it imported to. If you live in the States, get it imported to the States. That's gonna cost you, because it's gonna cost you for the record. It's gonna cost you for the shipping. So why put yourself in that kind of predicament and strain, where all you have to do is get a nice entry level controller, a DJ software that fits you, and you can either purchase um, digital tracks where you can load them to your computer, and then load them up to your software, or you can you can subscribe to a streaming service once a month, and you have all their library, and they're updated. Because what I do when I go to my Beatport, I click this button that the updates the music. So when I go to a certain genre, a new track will pop up. So, and that's great. So you're never behind on whatever new producer or new song or new track that's coming up. You're never behind on the eight ball with that. All I'm saying is, make it easy on you, my young DJs. Make it easy on you. Make it easy on you, and make it cost efficient for you. You don't have to break the bank. It's unnecessary. Okay. Like I said, later on, if you want to learn vinyl, as after you learn your fundamentals and stuff, if you feel that your heart is towards learning the volume, then you can do that. But why start now? Why wait until you save the money to get the vinyl equipment, and it can take you months and months depending on what's your situation, versus you can get a nice entry level controller for like 250, a DJ software, and 9 times out of 10 that's free, and buy some tracks, which is, like I said, 99 cents to $2.99, or you can subscribe to a streaming service, and you will have your library built, ready to go. So we're gonna close this out. Okay, I hope I was able to explain this to you in the terms that I can. Like I said, this was never going to be a diss. It was not going to be a rant. It's going to be a teach. I wanted to make it a teachable moment, because I want the DJs who wants to learn this crap to succeed. I don't want you guys to get discouraged, get flustered, or decide that it's not for you. I don't want that, because once you learn how to do this, it is so much fun. And it doesn't matter if you plan by yourself, or if you have a Twitch channel that you're playing in front of viewers out there, or that you're playing at different parties, different events, different gigs. things of that nature. It's just fun doing this, especially when you're playing music that people enjoy and want to dance and listen to and feel good. I mean, that's what it's all about. So, hope, like I said, I hope you got something out of this. If you have a subject matter that you want me to discuss, I can discuss it here on my Monday night rant, or I can discuss it on my monthly transitions, which will be coming up. I'll be posting the I'll be posting a flyer for that particular segment on my YouTube, on my community page on YouTube. That'll be posted up in about a week or so. So follow me on all my socials. You can just go to my link tree. It will direct you to all my socials. It'll direct you to my websites. And also, I'm wearing one of my merch that I created. It's the shirt. It says "Never Stop Creating," and I thought it'd be cute to post a female actually wearing one of my designs. I thought that would be clever. And this is from my brand, which is called House That Speaks Design. So please go to www.housethatspeaksdesigns.com. I did refresh that site, so you see some new stuff, and especially I add a couple of things because I know that the warmer weather will be coming pretty soon. So I want to make sure you guys get prepared for that. And also go to my website, my DJ website, which is housethatspeaksdj.com. And you can also check out, like I said, check out all my socials. You can go to my SoundCloud. All the information is on my link tree. So you go there and you'll get all the information that's needed. And then come and visit. Now, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share. I mean, I'm still trying to grow this channel because I definitely want to get this information out to new DJs, upcoming DJs, so you can have a blueprint, information, reference that's needed for you to either start or continue your DJ journey. So, this is House Head Speaks. I'm signing off. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you guys on the next one.